gon' slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. Went throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that.
Coach, it is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New England Patriots. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go. 6-6, pull it high. 60 outlaw. 2.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long.
Blue draw Porker. Leo.
They'll drop the throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Great. Check nine.
Watch the end. Check.
On second down, Michelle. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Check, 59. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
They'll try to run for it with Miller. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run now with Dillon. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down now, Dillon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
60 or 63. West.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top. That's going to be caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Great. Watch out.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Buying time to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Here we go. 8.
On 1st and 10, Newton steps away to his left. And he's got room. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So an instance there of can being can. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They're running it.
On the ground, this is Michel. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
You got it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. The shotgun snap for Newton. Got his man, that's Harry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. In for the score as they are now on the board here in the first half. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talked.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots have taken the lead. Now he's He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
That's it. Right to the 3. 54. Line 54.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 59. Go.
Newton now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
20. Gun.
Now Newton. This is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone.
Ready. Ready, 88.
59.
We ain't giving up nothing to touch.
Check.
Great.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Slam.
Get a roll. Rest. Under crunch.
Check nickel.
He's coming. We got double up. Ready.
On first down, Michelle trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Right there. 54 Mike.
You better bring it. You better. 20. I'm letting you know right now. You better bring it.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Down. 50. 6'6", bullet high.
Here I come again.
They'll run on first down. Dillon stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Peyton. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Come on, set. H.E. Gator. Chopper. Hit it.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Two draw Porter. Now.
2nd and 4. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, Slayton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Back to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Rock it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And Allen's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. A gain of 6 there on first. Now they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
On the set. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Watch the safety green.
Big trip.
On first down, Dillon. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, watch 28. Check. Cross.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now this throw caught left side. The 40. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So with a big gainer anyways, they'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they run with Michel. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Check, check. Watch. 8.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Fighting through pressure, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score, and now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check safety, check safety.
They run again with Dillon, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 2 there, second down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second down. Dillon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. They're going to look to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. He's going to air one out. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
It's a gain of 13 yards.
From the gun on 3rd down. Newton. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Brian Burns racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Gostkowski for the Patriot field goal.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Following the penalty, Michel, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing is Newton. Oh, good move. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get into football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. New England on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Newton. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. 70th catch for him on the year. And like so many others, this goes for a first down. From the red zone now, Newton. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
But last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal, not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time in practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. General West.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10 now from the 27. Second and 10. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Kyle Van Noy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Check 55 the ball. Check 55 the ball.
Fair.
Set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll look to throw here. And this is complete. It's Allen. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Go.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Michelle. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Newton. And he's got his man on the out route. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because Throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, here's White. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
Mike, what's that? 180, 20. Hey, it's just me and you.
On 2nd and 12, Newton, rush coming, and he's taken down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Back to throw, Newton. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 30. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 3. Check 3. Switch.
They'll turn to Michelle as they go back to the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Switch.
Newton's going to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Right there.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Mike, 54. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
Now Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54 on the line. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. 3 bucks.
They snap it to Newton. Got his man. That's Harry. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
54.
Newton to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for New England, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Footwork fantastic.